Anytime people touch common equipment or each other, they're at risk. Gyms are full of machines and equipment that students share, but they don't seem to be worried. Doctors say the most important thing you can do when choosing a physician is research. To check and see if your doctor is certified, go to the American Board of Medical Specialties website and search for your doctor. First, Ariel and Jordan, I have a little Tuesday trivia for you. The theme is Mardi Gras, and the question today is, when was the first Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans? A, 1837, B, 1865, or C, 1903? I'll let you guys think it over while I tell you about tonight's temperatures around the country. It looks like it's going to rain on the parade in New Orleans tonight, with scattered showers expected and a low of 59. For those of you planning to go out around SC and celebrate, you will have great weather to do it. The current temperature is 61 with clear skies that will continue all night. The Trojan Alert would send information and instructions directly to your cell phone and email in the case of a true emergency. Police say if you feel you are being followed or that someone is trying to start a fight, pull over into a safe area where there are a lot of people. So if you guys are looking to drive around LA tonight, it's beautiful outside and the perfect night to do it. Right now it's 67 degrees, humidity at 43%. We're going to have that sunset at 7:31 p.m. tonight. Taking a look at the rest of the week, we can see that it's going to be just as beautiful continuing throughout the week into the weekend. Metropolitan cities like Los Angeles lend themselves to donor shortages because of the fast pace of life. It was supposed to be a long night, but just an hour and a half after the polls closed, Senator Hillary Clinton was the projected winner of the California primary. Many supporters in Burbank were surprised at Clinton's early lead.
Hillary Clinton won, and this was after a terrible prediction by the polls that it was neck and neck and that she could even lose this state.
It's a big victory. Many people had said that the polls were closing, that Hillary wasn't going to be victorious tonight. That's not what we were hearing on the ground.
The delegate-rich state of California was the biggest prize on Super Tuesday, with 370 delegates up for grabs. Clinton's win was powered by Latinos, who make up 30% of California voters. She also showed strength with the voters concerned about the economy.
Working men and women, poor people, people who are looking for a champion. Those are the people who are going to send Hillary Clinton to the White House. Let's give a big round of applause.
More delegates are needed for Clinton to win the Democratic nomination, but the victory in California had supporters looking forward to November.
You never know, but I'm crossing my fingers. But I'm going to start thinking like it's time for the White House.
Given all that Hillary represents, that she can beat the Republican candidate in November, and she can become the voice of America.
But the race is far from over. While Clinton may have won the popular vote on Tuesday, Obama won the most states. 2,025 delegates are needed to win the Democratic nomination, and with more primaries coming up, Clinton supporters say the battle continues.
We should just keep fighting on like we didn't win, because or else we don't want to backtrack.
The race is not going to be over for a while. It's going to be exciting right down to it.
With an end to the race out of sight, Clinton and Obama prepare for Saturday, when Louisiana holds its primary and Nebraska and Washington have caucuses. Jessica Lane, Annenberg, TV News. The Red Cross says about 5% of eligible Americans donate blood. In Southern California, only 3% donate. In order to accommodate hospital needs, the Red Cross of Southern California must collect 1,500 units of blood. But the lack of donors forces them to import 40% of that from the Midwest and other locations around the country.
Some places in the Midwest, you have much more of a community-oriented and a slower pace of life to where it's more conducive to blood donations.
Metropolitan cities like Los Angeles lend themselves to donor shortages because of the fast pace of life. But with an aging baby boomer population, donors are needed now more than ever. 20% of the blood collected by the Red Cross is donated by high school and college students.
It would have a great effect on someone someday if they need blood, so it's an easy thing to do with a good effect.
I'm not smart enough to be a doctor to help people, but if I can give the doctors my blood for them to do stuff with, then I feel like I'm kind of helping.
But when school is out of session and the number of blood drives decrease, donors are scarce. The low blood supply raises questions about whether Los Angeles would be prepared in the case of a major disaster.
We wouldn't have the blood on the shelves. A lot of people think, well, I'll donate when the disaster happens, when there's a need. Unfortunately, the day you donate, we're 2 days too late. It takes about 48 hours to 36 hours to process blood to make sure that it's safe and ready for a person to receive it.
There is a solution to this serious problem. The Red Cross says if everyone who donated once a year donated again or brought a friend, there would never be a blood shortage. Jessica Lane, Annenberg, TV News. Bail for USC student Holly Ashcraft was reduced today from $200,000 to $50,000. She faces charges of involuntary manslaughter and child abuse in connection with the death of her newborn son in 2005. Ashcraft has been free on bail for the past 2 years. She is accused of dumping her newborn son's body in a trash bin near campus. And Larry King was at the Keck School of Medicine today to highlight America's barriers to cardiac care. The LAPD this morning hosted its 27th annual Recognition Day. The Life-Saving Medal was among the awards local officers received for their achievements. As the writers' strike wraps up its 4th day, picketers say they had the greatest turnout so far. Each day since Monday, at least 100 more writers showed up to march. More than 3,300 were estimated to have picketed today. USC students showcased their inventions today at the first annual USC Student Innovator Showcase and Competition. The exhibit offered a glimpse of student imagination and a sneak peek at tomorrow's world. More than 100 students from all disciplines participated in the showcase. Some inventions included were a self-driving car, a shoe that takes vital signs, an underwater vehicle, and software for the disabled. Thanks for watching Annenberg TV News. For everyone at ATVN, I'm Jessica Lane. Remember, you can always watch us on the web at atvn.org. Good night.